Okay, and welcome back to another episode, being episode 6 in my FSX flight simulator flight videos. Today we'll be traveling from San Francisco International, KSFO, to Los Angeles International, KLAX, at 8,500 feet. And it's around about 6 in the morning, and we will be flying this Delta Northwest Boeing 747-8I from its current position, as we said, San Francisco. We are just here waiting for ground services to finish up their operations and remove their vehicles. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoy this flight, and I will be back with you shortly once ground services are all done. Okay, let's just close up some doors now as ground services have finished their operations, and we can get this airplane in the air. Okay, the aircraft is all closed up and we're ready to request some taxi clearances so we can get a pushback and start up our engines. Okay, so we've got our taxi instructions and our runway, which is 28 left, I believe. So what we'll do now is just get pushback and then start up our engines.
Ground from cockpit. Go ahead. Ready for pushback. Okay, steering pin inserted. Release brakes. Brakes released. Okay, pushing back. All engines clear for startup.
So I have purposely not started the engines until now, so you could hear them start up. So I'll just make sure our parking brake is on and start up the engines and let you hear them. Okay, so here we are, engines all up and running and ready to taxi to our runway. Okay, so here we are at the runway, ready to go. Just get ourselves some takeoff clearance and we'll get this flight underway and in the air.
San Francisco Tower, Delta 1 Heavy, ready to go. Runway 28 left, IFR to Los Angeles. Delta 1 Heavy, cleared for takeoff. Runway 28 left. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 28 left, Delta 1 Heavy.
Time to get this plane in the air, and here we go, and I'll be back with you once we get the plane in the air and to our cruising altitude.
Delta 1 Heavy, turn left heading 130, proceed on course, climb and maintain 7,000. Turn left heading 130, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 7,000. Delta 1. Delta 1 Heavy, contact NorCal departures on 135.1. Going to 135.1, Delta 1 Heavy. Norcal departure, Delta 1 Heavy is at 4,600, climbing 7,000. Delta 1 Heavy, NorCal departure, roger, altimeter 2992. Delta 1 Heavy, turn left heading 105. Turn left heading 105, Delta 1 Heavy. Delta 1 Heavy, climb and maintain 8,500. Climb and maintain 8,500. Delta 1 Heavy. Delta 1 Heavy, contact NorCal departure on 134.5. Going to 134.5, Delta 1 Heavy. Norcal approach, Delta 1 Heavy is at 7,100, climbing 8,500. Delta 1 Heavy, NorCal approach, roger, altimeter 2992. Delta 1 Heavy, turn right heading 135, resume on navigation. Turn right heading 135, resume on navigation. Delta 1 Heavy. Delta 1 Heavy, contact NorCal approach on 120.1. 120.1 for Delta 1 Heavy. NorCal approach, Delta 1 Heavy is at 8,000, climbing 8,500.
Delta 1 Heavy, NorCal approach, roger, altimeter 2992.
Delta 1 Heavy, contact NorCal approach on 127.15. 127.15 for Delta 1 Heavy. NorCal approach, Delta 1 Heavy with you. Delta 1 Heavy, NorCal approach, roger, altimeter 2992.
So here we are at our cruising altitude, which is actually 9,600 feet, and we are on our way to our first VOR, which is SNS, as we proceed to Los Angeles International Airport.
Delta 1 Heavy, contact NorCal approach on 133.0. 133.0 for Delta 1 Heavy.
Okay, so at the moment we are now approaching our first waypoint, which is Robbie.
Delta 1 Heavy, contact Oakland Center on 127.45.
Just let me acknowledge that.
127.45, Delta 1 Heavy.
Yeah, so as I was saying, we're approaching first waypoint Robbie, ROBIE, and we're now flying at 9,600 feet. Ground speed is approximately 523 knots, and I will contact Oakland Center now and hope you're enjoying the flight.
Oakland Center, Delta 1 Heavy with you. Delta 1 Heavy, Oakland Center, roger, altimeter 2992. Delta 1 Heavy, center on 128.7. 128.7. Delta 1 heavy. Oakland Center, Delta 1 heavy with you.
Delta 1 heavy, Oakland Center, roger, altimeter 2, 9er 2. Delta 1 heavy, turn left heading 070.
Turn left heading 070. Delta 1 heavy.
Delta 1 heavy, turn right heading 100, resume on navigation.
Turn right heading 100. Proceed on course. Delta 1 heavy.
So we are now passing the next VOR, which is AVE. We're around about 11 nautical miles from that VOR. We'll probably get instructions from ATC to turn to the right as we approach Los Angeles.
Delta 1 heavy, contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1.
Going to 127.1. Delta 1 heavy. Los Angeles Center, Delta 1 heavy with you. Delta 1 heavy, Los Angeles Center, roger. Altimeter 2, 9er 2.
So there you have it, our instruction to turn to the right to heading 160 as we start to line ourselves up for the next waypoint, which is DERBB or DERB, and we then have one more waypoint which is REYS, REYS after that, and a VOR FIM, which is our last one before we start to close in on Los Angeles International Airport.
American Pacific 9er 216. Descend and maintain 8,800. Descend and maintain 8,800. American Pacific 9er 216.
We are around about 76.5 nautical miles from Los Angeles, and we'll now start to prepare the plane for
Delta 1 heavy. Climb and maintain 9,600.
there we go. ATC's changed their mind back to 9,600. So instead of descending, we're now climbing.
Climb and maintain 9,600. Delta 1 heavy.
that is probably because of the terrain. As you can see, the mountains in front. The FSX does that sometimes, which is fine, not an issue. And I'll be back with you as we get a little bit closer to the airport.
Delta 1 Heavy, contact Los Angeles Center on 135.5. Going to 135.5, Delta 1 Heavy. Delta 1 Heavy, contact Point Magoo approach on 128.65. Going to 128.65, Delta 1 Heavy. Point Magoo approach, Delta 1 Heavy with you. Delta 1 Heavy, Point Magoo approach, roger, altimeter 29902. Delta 1 Heavy, descend and maintain 3,900. Descend and maintain 3,900. Delta 1 Heavy. Delta 1 Heavy, you are 21 miles west, turn left heading 100. Descend and maintain 1,800. Cleared ILS, runway 6 right approach. Maintain 1,800 until established on the localizer. Contact Los Angeles Tower on 120.905. Turn left heading 100. Descend and maintain 1,800. Cleared ILS, runway 6 right approach. Maintain 1,800 until established. Tower on 120.905. Delta 1 Heavy. Los Angeles Tower, Delta 1 Heavy is 20 miles west. Inbound ILS, runway 6 right approach. Delta 1 Heavy, Los Angeles Tower, make straight in, runway 6 right, altimeter 29902. Make straight in, runway 6 right, Delta 1 Heavy.
500. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100.
Delta 1 Heavy, exit runway when able. Los Angeles ground, Delta 1 Heavy, taxi to the gate.
Delta 1 Heavy, taxi to gate 119er using taxiway Yankee Echo Delta 10.
Taxiing to gate 119er using taxiway Yankee Echo Delta 10. Delta 1 Heavy.
So there you have it, another successful flight. Here we are at Los Angeles International Airport, KLAX. I hope you enjoyed the flight. It was a pretty decent landing. Not used to this plane yet, relatively new plane. But as you can see, ground services are here, unloading the plane and getting our passengers off and into the terminal. I really hope that you enjoyed the flight, and until next time, take care and I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye bye.